Hello everyone, this is Elder Santos and welcome back to my channel. So today we are here directly from Split, which is maybe the second largest city in Croatia, a really nice city. And then I'm here in this nice beach, as you can see. The only thing actually is that there's a lot of small stones on this beach. I actually don't like that much when there is a lot of small stones. It's not too good for the feet when you are walking. So it's not it's not my preference. And then especially because I'm from a city that has only nice sand beach. So yeah, but I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you guys the facts. And there is a lot of fish here, guy. I'm really surprised. I don't know if I can actually show to you because this camera is not too good, in terms of zoom and stuff. It's not meant for that. But there is a lot of fish here actually, and then of course not big fish. It's kind of small fishes, but yeah, it's really nice. So guys, this video is just about to talk about a little bit of my first impressions of this city. For me, this city is more like a city that you come here to spend the summer because it's a beachy city. There is a lot of beaches around, and then as you can see, it's really it's not today especially. It's kind of not that cloud, but you can imagine that, and in summer it would be really sunny here. There is a lot of mountains. A lot of mountains around, and that's actually pretty nice view because usually you don't see mountains around beaches. So yeah, quite impressive. And the center of the city is kind of built around this old Roman palace, which is called let me check here, it's called Diocletian Palace, and probably it was also like a fortress. There's a lot of walls around this castle, and it looks like the castle was actually closer to the beach. But right now we can see that it's kind of a little bit far away, maybe 500 meters apart from the beach. So it means that the ocean level right now is actually lower than that time. So it's quite an interesting thing. And there is actually a lot of pictures around the city. You can see like how it was before. It looks really nice. It looks like a square, like around the walls and everything, and then 4 main buildings and then stuff around, So pretty cool. There is actually a huge statue of one guy, which his name is Gregor of Nimbrings. And this statue is probably a guy, a priest or something, holding a Bible, and then he's just pointing his finger, something like this. And then people are actually touching his feet. I think it's the big toe of the feet. And then you can see, it's like a statue, and then you can see that the people are touching it because you can see the different color. And this is actually funny. I saw something similar actually in Italy. It's in the city of Verona, and they have a statue, I think, Romeo and Juliet, actually. I think it's actually Juliet, and then people are just touching the breast of the woman, and it's kind of, it's a bit weird, like people was doing, a line, like a queue to touch that one, and I felt that was kind of weird for me, I don't know. But yeah, it's just, in Europe they have a lot of this, imaginary things, superstition and so on, that people believe in lucky and those kind of things. So, like, yeah, I get it. So it's fine. Just, I don't know, maybe for me it's like, okay, I don't mind those kind of stuff. So, yeah. But in general, guys, Split is a really nice city. There's a lot of nice place to, to swim. They have actually a couple of small islands in front of the main city, so you could actually take a ferry or those rental boats, even some arranged trips, like in group trips. Like you can visit a couple of different lakes, not lakes, but beaches and different. I heard also about one kind of blue cave that I saw some pictures. It looks really nice. It looks that has kind of blue water, probably because of the soil. As you can see here, it's kind of also blue because of the stones under the water. So it looks amazing, but I'm not gonna do that today because I have only one day here, actually 2 days. So as I said in the previous video, I'm doing like a Euro trip, and then I started actually you know, from Denmark all the way to Croatia. But yesterday I got from Zagreb, which is the capital of Croatia, and then from Zagreb to here it was actually around 3 hours, 3.5 hours. And the thing that was kind of surprise for me was that they have this system that you need to pay for the road. It's like the toll. And then I was really surprised with the price. So if you live in different areas, of course, depends on how far you drive. So I drove all the way from Zagreb to Split, and then it was actually 26 euros. It's okay, but I think it's a little bit overpriced because, you know, I'm also coming back, you know, so I will need to pay again this 26 euros. And I'm really surprised because, as I said in the previous video, I need to pay the roads in Austria, I need to pay the tunnels in Austria, I need to pay the tax for the roads in Austria, Czech Republic, and yeah, in Slovenia also need to pay. So those 3 countries, and then you just cross it for 1 hour. But yeah, it is what it is. And here it's also the same, similar. So you need to pay for the roads again. And I didn't know that. I wasn't aware. So because in Denmark we don't have such a thing. You just drive. The only thing you need to pay in Denmark is for the bridge. So some bridge you need to pay, which is also okay. But yeah, it's a different thing. In Brazil, actually, we do have to pay some roads, but it's really cheap. It's like nothing. It's like €1, you know. It's different, but yeah, because people, and it's also shorter. It's a shorter road, so just let's say 10 minutes drive, 20 minutes drive. It's not a big road that you need to pay. It's just for some areas, and then it's really cheap, like €1, max €2, you know. So yeah, maybe €0.5. It's not even a lot of money. People pay without complaining because it's cheap. But of course, if you need to cross that 3, 4 times, 10 times a day, or I don't know, then it's gonna be a lot of money. I can see actually that now. Wait a minute. Now the ocean is kind of moving suddenly. This is really weird. It feels like it's getting. What? Can you hear, guys, the sound? That's actually weird. I guess that the tides are gonna go up in a second. But yeah, in general, guys, this city is really nice. It feels like this kind of a summer stop that a lot of people want to come here around summer. Right now it's kind of spring, it's April. It's actually Easter vacation, so not so much people, but I can see that a lot of people come here on summer. And I saw a lot of reviews on internet that people are complaining a lot because it's too much people, right? So I saw a lot of comments, reviews about beaches and places, even the downtown area. People are really complaining about the city, and I get it because it's a nice place and a lot of people want to come here because of the summer and so on. So that's why that gets a lot of people. It's the same about Venice. It's really crowded, and then yeah, I get it. People want to go to the nice place. And then a lot of people say that Split is a nice city, but it's not the best city to visit, especially in summer. People told me about Zadar, but for me, I was like, okay, I would just go to Split because it's also the second biggest city. I want to see like different overview because I went to Zagreb. Zagreb was also a nice city. It has some stuff like historical city centers, some old buildings and stuff. But I felt that I like this one more because it has the water. For me, when the city has like the sea line, for me this is a really huge differential because I really like to go to the beach to swim and stuff like that. And for me, it gets more vacation vibes, if you know what I mean. But if you go to a big city like Zagreb, yeah, it's nice. They have a city center. They have some culture there, but it's not like. It's not nothing special. It's just another big city in Europe. So yeah, if you know what I mean, of course. But yeah, another thing, guys, that I felt a little bit surprised. I was expecting to see some kind of different type of foods, like Croatian food, Croatian style food. But I didn't see much. Every place I went, the only thing I saw selling was like beer. Of course, beer everywhere, but not beer, of course. But pizza, because it's the combo, right? People are just drinking beer, nothing different. Of course, they have the local Croatian beer, but I don't know. Sometimes I expect to see different things, but then I see the same thing, like people just eating burger. You go to a restaurant and then you check the menu, it's the same, like fries and fries and fish and fries, burger, pizza. Maybe you're gonna see some mashed potatoes, but in general, I feel like pretty much similar to any other place in Europe. They might have actually some kind of Croatian food, but it feels like if I want to see the Croatian food, I need to dig in, you know, need to search on Google and do a lot of work just to find, a Croatian food, which in Brazil it's not like this. If you go to any place, you're gonna see like real Brazilian food. Of course, you're gonna see burger and those kind of stuff, but if you go to a place like this that has a lot of tourists, at least in my hometown, like Salvador, you're gonna see food from the city, food from the state, food from the region. It's not like you need to, you know, Google it, find the one place that's gonna have food from Brazil. It's not like this. But here I feel like, of course, there is a lot of international people and so on. They want to sell stuff. They don't want to, you know, make difficult and so on. I get it, but I was expecting to see more Croatian stuff. Of course, you see the Croatian people, Croatian culture, the flag everywhere and so on. But I was expecting a little bit more. But yeah, this is just my first impression about Croatia in general and also this city. It might be, guys, because as a tourist, you don't have that much time to look to a lot of stuff. Especially that I've been in Croatia for, let's say, 4 days, so it might not be too much, but yeah, maybe in another opportunity I will come back and then spend more time here, who knows. So guys, that's it. I hope you have liked this video. Please subscribe for this channel, because that's the only way this channel can grow, and leave a comment on the comment section below, because I really like to read all the comments. I really like to interact with people. I am open to feedback. If you have any feedback, if you want to see something different on this channel, please just write on the comments area. I would really appreciate that. And that's it. See you guys next time.